Okay, mga idol, mga bulbul, good morning. This is Colin, and I am going to show you how to basically do LC or Luminous Cave. It's Dungeon and Wartail, and I do not know what my role here is. So, what's my role? Killer. So this is an aspect of a pikeman. Now, me with my items, I can actually tank very well here because I have 140 plus 24 items. So, first is in the entrance. This is where you're gonna be. This is the position on the KS, so it's in between the crystal and what do you call this? The foundation, or whatever. So as a tank, next position, if you're a knight or you're the tank, so it's most likely knight or me, this is where you're gonna stand by while others would lure. The next position, there's the entrance. Just go straight and you'll arrive here. So knight or KS, and I can basically tank here with one hand and lightning sword. Next position is go down. This is the next position. So as you can see, as long as I have a virtual life, then their damage doesn't mean shit. For a pike, you have three combos. You have the ground pike and vorpal dive, which does a tremendous AoE damage one time. It's a AoE and burst damage. And you have the venom spear. And lastly, you have, of course, the tornado. Next position, just go straight. It's going to be the crystal. Go here. Now these are the positions for tanks. So knights will be using these positions, as well as other tanks like mech, but mechanician. Most the LC easy parties don't add mechanicians just because they don't deal any sort of damage. For pikemans, I would not suggest being the tank because not everybody is comfortable being tank. A lot of pikemans aren't usually flexible with their builds, because most like to do just pure damage builds. On my aspect, this is my build. I only have 850 strength. I'm level 151. Health is 86 because I have a plus 24 shield and a one hand. It's pretty strong. It's also aged. Next position is here. So you go back up the stairs, just go straight, you'll arrive here. The knight is already doing his lightning. I'm gonna wait for all the mobs to be gathered. Venom spear, ground pike, and then vorpal dive. So I'm already using two hand. I could definitely tank here because my items are because I'm already complete 140 items. I already have like a 144 armor. Not using it yet because I lack one more level. Next is go back to where you came. It's gonna be the boss. Of course, for pikemans, always cast Assassin's Eye. This will amplify your crit damage as well as your party's crit damage. So same shit. Cast your AoEs, especially the ground pike, most useful skill there is for pikemen. See, 44,000 on the damage for the ground pike plus vorpal dive combo. Unfortunately, that's only useful for PvE or PvE versus monsters. For what do you call this? For PvP, they nerfed Pike so much that in PvP, it's practically useless against knight and fighters. Have 3,830 for attack rating, but still miss. Next is, if you're the tank, you're always gonna be the first one. You and the lure will be first to the door, so that now they're in a hurry. That's why they weren't able to lure this mob here. That's very stupid. Charot. So cast your Assassin's Eye, focus on door, destroy that first before you go to the boss, or rather the mini boss. Why do you need to cast AoE skills? What if there's just one monster? Well, because these AoE skills, whether or not you have a lot of monsters, you're against a lot of monsters, or you're doing solo, it's very, very useful because of the burst damage of the vorpal dive as well as the ground pike. So remember these positions. So just go inside the cave, rather the entrance, and then the spot is just here. In between, the fuck is this called again? I don't know. Train. And then go straight, go left. And then the next position is here. Supposedly it's going to be in between these pillars, but these party members are supposed to gather the mobs. Let's see what happened. So the best what do you call this? Best position is here. It typically happens, especially if you don't know your role, that you won't be able to gather the mobs properly because you don't know your role. There should be fixed roles so that it would be faster. The party before this, because this is like a newly formed party before this was pretty fast because each of them knew their roles. We only did it for like 20 minutes, 22 minutes tops. As much as possible. This boss would drain your mana, so just time it. These are the positions. Again, this will be the position for tanks or mostly knights. So know your positions well. Just below the crystal. Just below the crystal. Now you're just gonna spam your skills there. It's very easy. Oh my god. easy. We have 159 pike, but as you can see, he's afraid of tanking because obviously I'm pretty sure that he's not flexible with his build. Now, because I'm a pike tank, currently I don't have vanish, or like my vanish is in the lower levels. Next position is here, ice wall. My vanish is only level 3, unfortunately, but this is if you're going to be a pike tank. So normal pike builds, you can do whatever you want. I'm just talking about the positions. Ice attribute, I only max out ice attribute for like level 8 because once you reach 7, 8, because when I use a shield, it's already maxed out. Your attributes, or counter attributes rather, would only max out until 80, so it does not go higher than 80. So since I'm a tank, I'll be using shield a lot, so I don't need anything higher than 80. I can just two-hand, but as you can see, so I don't need to use a no vanish. Of course, they are still pretty painful, but tanking isn't an issue. Sure he has better items than me. He's using a scale, but not as good. Shut up. No, boo boo. Straight into the wall. So again, I'm sorry, I was chatting, but always cast Assassin's Eye. Of course, there's a lot of different builds. I also have a different build for PvP because I need to change my build a lot because I'm still at level 151. So they're in the wrong positions. You should be in the middle of these pillars here. They obviously think they're good. Uy, B-boy DC. Shit. Oh, there he is. Sorry. So I'm just going to advance because I'm thinking I'm the tank. That was my role in the previous rounds. So when you're the tank, you're always gonna be advancing. Now you may think this is easy, but it's not. You don't. I mean, other people don't usually have this kind of, tanking ability, or rather, other bikes don't usually have this tanking ability, unless you have to reset your builds, especially with your level. So you have to consider. Usually, if I'm not the tank, I would go full damage. Health is just like 46, 44. You would need, truthfully, you would need like you need to balance your HP. It reaches this to 2100 because with VL, because you will get one hit by the last boss. It's very strong. They actually buffed the last boss in the last patch, so just remember the positions. Next position is here, and in the first snow. Next is another spider. So you go through. Don't mind that one. It's hard to lure. Next position is gonna be here. So our KS is supposed to tank, but he's a bit slow. So usually, if like you're going to be a damage dealer, a 1v1 damage dealer, you just have to focus your attention to the boss. You don't need to do AoE because the mages and the ranged classes will be the ones taking care of that, of the side monsters. Next position in the tunnel is here. Obviously, this guy is rich. Doesn't know shit. See, this scorpion wasn't lured, so the mobs didn't gather properly. I'm gonna go inside. Next position is here, just under the tower, or like the crystal. Under the crystal, you just spam your AoE skills. Do not forget, if you're a pike, do not forget ground pike, because that will slow the monster's movements as well as their attacks. If you're see, I'm just focusing my attention on the crystal, and they can just kill the other side monsters off. Advance, you gotta be first than everyone else because you're the tank / lurer, but mostly tank, so you gotta go into position. Next position is another boss. So next position is here in this island. They are going to be the lure is gonna lure, and you're going to stay in place. It's very, very easy. If you're a pike, this is only gonna work if you have a high aged one hand 142 weapon. This is only plus 20. I'm planning to max it out, max its age, but probably not right now, because obviously I'm still poor. So very little followers on YouTube. Please like and share, follow. Dito sa Oasis. You know what, they can take care of that. Next is the boss, the drill boss. So just get back here. You've been circling around the map, so we're actually almost done here. So if you're a melee attacker, go under the boss, because if you go outside of that, like this position, if you're gonna go there, then the boss will actually not miss. So if you're under the boss will miss miss his skill drill skills. So as you can see, his ice debuffs end really quick because of this. See? So you see. It's so boring without sounds, right? But of course, I also have a different. I am actually supposed to be working now. Then I'm here. Get out from this crevice, just to get out, and then position is here. Stupid knight, out of position. Everybody's here, he's there. Sometimes there are stupid people. Next position is, we're almost at the last part, is here. Careful not to hit these spikes, because these spikes will deal a lot of damage. For example, Bak 900. So be very careful. Why was I potting a lot? I was actually using the spear, the scythe, the sickle. Actually, it's supposed to be called a sickle. Next is the last boss. Just go back the way you came, and then there should be a different entrance here. Again, as much as possible, don't get hit by the spikes, or you dead. You dead, homie. See? 3,800, and I miss like 60% of the time. And that's stupid. That is so stupid. Thank you, Wartail. So still same shit. Oops. Spam your ground pike, and I'm sorry if this is a very boring video. It's got no sound, no background music. I need sponsor. But as you can see, everything is going well. You might not have noticed it, but I am actually better than this guy. But he's pretty strong. His damage, because he's like higher. His level is higher. If you have a higher level, it means you have a lot more stats compared to me. But he's afraid to tank because he is stupid. So yeah, a lot of pikes are not flexible with their builds. They don't like follow metas. They don't like change build for a certain situation. And it's fine if you're not gonna be flexible. Then one thing's for sure: don't expect others to be flexible. I don't mind being the tank because of my items and my builds. Because of my items, I can actually tank very well. And I like flexing that I'm strong. Charot. Die bitch. And there you have it. Hopefully you learned something today. It would be very hard to map this shit out. Map out the Luminous cave. So let's say, for example, you died. Wait, let's make sure. I have to work. I have to work. So let's say, for example, you died/die, and then you went back to the entrance. So this is the entrance. How are you gonna navigate your way through the dungeon? Well, since I'm a pike and I have vanish, it's gonna be very easy. Just go straight. Just so that you can map this shit out. Go straight. This is where the first boss was. And then straight. And then right. Some people get confused here. And then just go up this paving. And then there you have it, the bridge. You're at the bridge already. Once you're at the bridge, just go straight. So this is the throne where the drill boss was, the second to the last boss. This on the left, that's where you go to kill those scorpion bosses. And then you get out of this area. You get out of this area. You go kill the drill boss, and then on the right is where you're gonna find the final crystal and go to the last boss. So you gotta be careful with these spikes. Yeah, rocks falling down. So the last crystal was down there, as you can see. There's falling debris there. This is where the last boss is, so it's very easy. But of course, if it's your first time, you're going to be like, where the fuck am I going? And there you have it. 25 minutes of bullshit. I don't know if this is even recorded. I don't know if my voice is recorded, because fuck, it's on mute. Fucking shit. Thank you.